Hi, in this video I'll walk you through installing Git on your Windows machine. This will form part of a series of videos I'll be making to get started with and using Git for all your projects. First, open up a browser and search for Git. Usually the first result will be Git, which is git-scm.com. Click on it to navigate to the Git website. On the homepage you should see a download section which would typically ascertain which OS you are browsing from. Click on it and the download should start shortly. Save it to a suitable place on your hard drive. And once it's done, execute the installation file. You'll get a warning from the user account control asking if you want to let the installation make changes on your device. Click yes to that. You'll be prompted with an install wizard. Click next on the first screen. Set an installation path if you like and click next. Next up, make sure you have the Git Bash here and Git GUI here checked right underneath the Windows Explorer integration. This will add these items to the Windows right-click context menus. This lets you easily open up Git Bash on any folder in Windows Explorer. Leave everything else at default and click next. And next again. And next for the default editor as well. Depending on when you install Git, you might see an option for naming your initial branch. It was previously master, which has some connotations that they're moving away from. I would recommend selecting main as that's the one that will be used going forward. Next up is the Windows path settings to ascertain what level of access Git has to your system and by extension from what level you'll have access to Git. I highly recommend setting it to Git from the command line and also from third-party software. Next up is the secure shell option, which you really wouldn't even come close to remotely yet. So just leave whatever default option there is and click next. Then we have security options, which are relatively new and you can leave it at default as well. Line ending settings can be set as default as well, as it'll convert from Windows to Unix and vice versa. Leave the terminal emulator option at default as well. When you pull from a remote repo, this will define how it is handled. Again, leave it at default as at the basic level, you would need to worry about it too much. Leave the credential helper at default as well, unless if you have a need not to use it. You can leave file system caching and symbolic links at default as well. It will all work without these. Stay away from the experimental options and finally click on the install button. This should take a few minutes to run through. Once that's done, uncheck View Release Notes and check Launch Git Bash and click Finish. And there you have it. You have Git installed on your machine. I'll be creating more videos on further setup and a simple usage workflow coming soon. So until then, thank you for watching. If you like this, hit that like button, share the video, and subscribe to my channel. Goodbye.